Right, we are live. Live. Okay, so I nearly missed this one. Thank you, Mr. Vines, for advertising your stream, because I would have missed it had you not done that. It just goes to show, because the other day I was actually talking to Phil the hooligan from the Plebs or Scallywags Racing about when I'm available to do a commentary for another charity race for them, and I said not available on the evening of the 16th, and it's now the 16th. Hey, hello Vines, Rio. Hey, Rio. I can't do a Spanish accent or a Brazilian accent, which is not Spanish at all. That's Portuguese. I probably could if I really thought about it. I know that the J isn't a Y, it's a J, because I had a friend from Sao Paulo called Jose. It wasn't a Jose, Jose. Richie Roo! Woo! Right, so I've got to do my usual working things out stuff. Something's happening. What am I doing and why? I don't even know what I'm doing. There's something I'm definitely going to be doing. Well, we're looking at Maruga's Scorpion, our mate, which, if I remember correctly, I will now check because my memory is terrible. That's Mika, isn't it? Maruga's Scorpion. It is indeed. In number 21, Porsche 911. I have a secret. I keep taking the P out of this car, and Damo, who I now don't take the P out on because he drives it so well. But it's not so much taking the piss out of Damo, it's more taking the P out of the fact that it's a Beetle and the back end kit's going. But he likes it, he does a really good job in it, it's really fast. Well, Gran Turismo 7, I've got one now, a 996, and with a bit of ballast, it's really nice to drive, but don't tell Damo, he better not be watching. Right, so what am I doing? I'm going to go, I like to advertise, damn. As long as he's not listening and didn't hear me say any of what I just said. Speaking of Damo, there he is, in the pits. There's Vinesy, out in his big thundering V8. We got Tyson from the United States of America. TNT 2000. M3 Guy. Nick from Southend, who's obviously pressed his little button for it to drive itself. Oh, he's flashed his lights at us. Woohoo! Hello! I'm supposed to advertise this thing. Let's see, what am I going to do? I'm going to go in there. I'm going to go in. Oh, hang on a minute. I know what to do. I'm going to do that one there. Click on that one so I can watch Divines, what he's up to. So I've got Vinesy up. Hello, Vines's chat. Do a little tick. And then go back in. Find. Oh, no, wrong button. Clickety click. Dream Team. Where's Dream Team? Where you gone? There it is. The one with the big DTR on it. YouTube live streams. There he is. So we've got Diaco stream up as well. Give him a tick. Eh? What's going on? No, that's the wrong one. It's the wrong one. There he is. I got him. I got him. Hello, Diaco's chat as well. Turbo Hulk. Nice to see you. Let's see. We've got Diaco and Damo in Vines's chat. And... ooh. You lot. The Porsche is smooth and stable, isn't horrible like you think. Well, it is in GTS. When I drive it in GTS, it's absolutely horrible, and I still don't know how you managed to do it. I'm very impressed. But in Gran Turismo 7, super duper. Right, let's go first. Look, this is the race organizer and the big boss, Dirk 1, as sometimes we call him. The person I'm talking to at the moment in his Porsche has now come out of the pits, and there he is. That's a beautiful livery. I really, really like that colour, even though it's a nasty Beetle. Right, now this is the St Croix, or as Richie Roo knows, I like to call it from One Drunken Night, St Croix. Whatever, it sounds French. And I kind of like this circuit, but there's a couple of challenging corners which tighten, and everybody who knows me knows I hate corners that tighten. So you know, you go into them, you're going in fast, and then you've got to try and slow down enough as you go around to sort of get it around a bit. Oh, TMK Racing 4444444 is in the house somewhere. He's just popped a message up. Use ABS, you might be surprised. I do use ABS. Oh, God, sounds a bit slow there. Should you face you? Yeah, I use ABS now all the time. I used to not, because I like the idea of trying to learn how to drive. If I was doing a competitive race, I did anyway, but it's just there's no pedal feel, so pointless. It's pointless trying to work out how much to push the pedal in because you can't drive by feel. I think that's one of the things that Gran Turismo 7 is doing so well with. Oh, and we've got Simon's in there as well. I will be putting the other people's stream details in the description when this is finished, when I've got the leisure to do that. Right now what I need to do is do a bit of advertising. Copy. So tomorrow, I'd like to do a bit of advertising. Tomorrow we have Bathurst for the DWP, that's the Department of Work and Pensions Racing Series that Mr. Christian Vines is in charge of. I call it that because it's like no one's got a job, they're all too busy playing on this. So anyway, but it's actually done with precision racing, and we have special guests Diaco and Richie, because it's at Bathurst and it's like their favourite. Well, it's definitely Richie's favourite. And Diaco, he just likes driving, he's just really good. He's a good lad. Good lad. There we go. I'm the only person that's posted into your content on the Vines community. Vines Racing. I'm famous. Right, I'm going to get this wrong, because I always get it wrong. On YouTube, on streaming, Coffee Corner. I got it wrong last time. So, community streaming, there you go. No, that's me. Yes, that's the right place. While they're doing some practices. Right, let's have a look around. We've got Enra. Let's have a look at Enra. Very impatient with back markers. He wants to get in front of them. It's understandable. I was watching... what was I watching? Give me a second. I was watching Taya Mazant. She's got this like 10-hour race going on earlier, and one of her co-drivers was trying to get past people who not only, well, to be fair, one of them did what I did to young Deck. Nick Ianuis, hello, welcome. Lifted just after coming out the corner instead of waiting until he's on a bit where he can move off of the racing line. So he nearly rear-ended him, did a really good job of missing him, and then and other people weaving weirdly down the straights. Now I didn't do that. I definitely didn't do that. But you know, never mind. It is back markers, and well, these weren't back markers. They were in GT3 car, and there were GT4 cars as well on the track. It was negotiating them, shall we say, difficult to do. On board with Enra. It's not I love the colours. I do love those kind of peppermint, or was it spearmint? We had this argument before, didn't we? Hornet, the Hornet. from sunny Deutschland. Andre Dortmund, from Dortmund. Never been there. I'd love to go there. I'd love to go to, there's lots of places I'd love to go, frankly. Let's see. Share, no. Let's find live stream links. That's the one. Studar, chat home, YouTube vids. Is this the one? Yes. We get some people watching while we're in practice session. I can talk nonsense while I'm doing it. Simon is doing the AM race, I believe, and I think it should be Cordell doing the pro race. So if their race, but like I say, I'll find them and I will put their majiggies in the description underneath the options. Slide song. Sport. Right, who are we going to go to next? Who else is who's not? Right, let's go to M3 guy. Nick in his Lamborghini, a Guinness man. Guinness Lounge Racing. Guinness. It's very nice Guinness. I do like Guinness. That's not channel YouTube news. No community races. Nope, not that one. No. Support their work. I don't know what to do. Steam buddies. No. Community streams. They're the ones. That's where it goes. There's a lot of people on supporting her, so, and then last Hugh Hatrick's thing. So there you go, that's done. Done that. I suppose I could, let's go on to there. See who else, there's nobody else out and about, so everyone's people in the pits. Let's watch Tyson for a bit. That's another nice. I do like that livery. That's very good. It's kind of like, I don't know, like a Batman look to it. Like Batman. If Batman was doing eDTM, though I know the Lambo looks a bit more like a Batmobile, or like some of the Batmobiles. That one looks more like the older Batmobile, like the one with the original Batman film with. Well, I can't remember his name. It's very famous. It's my favourite Batman. Two of them with him. What's his name? What the hell? Brain. Michael Keaton. Produced by the weirdo with the hair, Tim Burton. That looks a bit like, kind of like a similar sort of look to that, I think. Sort of like matte black. Oh, that's good. I like it very much. What I was going to do is find Diaco's doodah and then find where it says standings. Must have a standings. We used to have a standings. Talk about this. Oh, we've got the commentators wrong. Results and standings. Okay, and let's have a look. Let's have a look at the Pro-Am and see where we are in the championship. Overall, Pro-Am. So currently winning with 121 points is Mr. Christian Vines. My goodness gracious me, this fella here, so with 121 points. Yes. Second, using his superpowers of motorcycling and bad back, bad neck, with 102 points, not that far behind. Okay. Oh, he got a penalty for being bad. Minus 2 points. So 102 points is Diakebub. And then Tyson, Tyson is in fact third with 102. Oh, so that's equal second. Sorry, equal second, idiot. Duh. Equal second from the United States of America is Tyson. Now Tyson was the winner of the Season 1 AM competition. Now there wasn't a Pro-Am class, but we've been so successful and so popular, and people have been so brilliantly fast, we've got three now. We've got the Pro-Am and the AM. So he's got up, and then the young gentleman in question from a Bristol in his Beetle, which I'm still going to be nasty about. It's just, you know, habit is Damo with 96 points. Then Mika. Oh, it's all changing. Something's happened. How dare it happen? Qualifiers started. Can I still change? Does the glitch? Yep, the glitch is still dodgy. So they're all out and they're all trying to get track position. Anyway, Damo's next. He's fourth with 96. Then Muruga Scorpion Mika from Finland. Another Porsche Beetle with 89. Andre is next with 80. Now, Pete from Poland, who doesn't appear to be in today. Oh, we've just got a late joiner. TMK Racing 444, the wonderful Matt. Matty Matt, or Matt Star as I like to call him. It's another nice one with his TMK 444, the Macabre King. Super duper. Let's see, let's get through the rest of it. So, Pete from Poland is next with 78. He's not in there. FM 78. He doesn't appear to be around at this today, so that's going to set him back a little bit with the points. M3 guy, Nick. And he's a Lamborghini, V10 Lamborghini. Now this is one of the corners that tightens. You've got to watch it. You've got to try and get round and then fire down this long straight. I find you can take the next corner full chat if you get it right, depending on the car. At least in Gran Turismo 7. I'm enjoying Gran Turismo 7 much more than I ever did Gran Turismo Sport, which is kind of hard to admit. Not that hard, but a little bit hard. M2 guy, then GT5R who is Jörn. He is next with 60 points. Then Matt is next, who we were on board with a second ago. There he is. Matt, whose hobbies include not combing his hair, driving very fast and taking out brake marker boards. If anyone watched last Sunday's DWP race, that was a laugh. Enra, where's he gone? Enra, he's next. We have 7.5 minutes of this left. So what people have been doing, I reckon, is burning off. Let's get back to Enra. Where's he gone? There he is. No, he keeps moving around. Stop it! Moving around. Why is he not letting me go on to Enra? That's ridiculous. It's making me skip. So annoying. Ah, there he is. Now it's letting me go on to Enra. God, I hate them. So annoying. I reckon if we look, now we've still got full fuel, but it's gone onto the racing softs. See, what I would have done is burnt off some of the fuel and then gone onto the racing softs. Whatever, what do I know? So, challenging series of corners. So, this is his out lap. What we'll do, let's have a quick look at the live timing. At the moment, no one has set a time. Let's go on board with Christian Vines. He's going to be starting a lap soon. No, but he's at the head of the column, so we'll watch him do his lap. 6 minutes, 20 seconds of this qualifying left to do. I will quickly go through it. So we've got Enra, then we've got Ian, DTR Cars, IAR 9. Then we've got Marmite, who has... Well, the last two, Marmite and Maisto haven't actually entered any of the races. Ian has only entered the first race, and Enra's only been in the last race. I was going to say, he's the last racer. So to have him so far back, I think he won the last race, did he not? So by the looks of that one, 49 points. Yeah, could be. Could be. Anyway, that's excellent. Let's get rid of that lot. Let's get back onto YouTube and let's see. Right, okay. Darkweb saying good luck to everybody. To start the lap, we have Christian Vines. Full speed in his GT3 car, Group 3 car. Okay, you've got to brake, you've got to try and get it round here. You can see the front end slipping, slip angle and all that kind of stuff. Anti-ant! Boo, boo, boo! I nearly forgot that I was doing this tonight. That's funny, isn't it? Not really. And then this corner again, it's not tightening, but you're going fast and you can easily wash out and hit the barrier, end up on the grass. This is one where you can take a lot of speed around here, and you need to, and then it tightens. And you've got this S bend, so you've got to be able to scrub off the speed. That one's a lot easier than you think. This one you've got to get it right. You can go around there quite fast, but if you get it wrong, you end up doing something like that. Oh, that was very close. He's pushing. He's definitely pushing. It's definitely pushing. Oh my goodness. This is the worst one for me. This is one where it really does sort of tighten, and if you get it wrong, you hit. I mean, you can wall ride, but not recommended. Then, the faster you can get around there, the faster you can get down this straight. Otherwise, you're a sitting duck. And then this next corner, again, I've got to try this in GTS now. I'm enjoying it more. Pretty much flat. Well, it was completely flat going around there. Entering this corner, 160 mile an hour. You've got to get the speed down right, because again, it seems okay there, and then you wash out. You've got to watch that. Very difficult. Then this one's not too bad. You've got to watch the back end. Then this one, you can make this corner, but if you've not scrubbed the speed off, this is the one that will catch you out. You can see with the downforce, ended up on the grass. You can see the front and the back were losing and then catching grip. Using all the track there, using all of the track and more there for the massive blast down the home straight. Let's see what time he does his first time, the first time of the session. 2 minute 8, 6:48. Right. 2 minute 9, 2:74. Matt is next on the track. Is he? No, he's not. So Enra, 2:67.50. Nick, 2:7 dead. Well, 8 thousandths. Slow. Tyson, another super fast guy. We've got a spread of times here. Damo, as I said, handles that car brilliantly. Very precise driver. A very wise driver, because as he's only 30 years old, it's really surprising that he has such a wise, calm head on his shoulders. By 30, I mean, I'm 28, so on the sort of relative scale, he must be about 30. That's what I'm saying. Took that very well, very smooth. Big braking zone, late apex, so that you can get the power down on this long straight. Currently 4th fastest. Let's go inside the cockpit so we can enjoy the view of a racing Porsche. As you can see, Mika, Scorpion ahead, took a little bit too much speed into that corner. Now he's going out wide, cutting into a late apex for him, so he's got, that's it, come on Mika, off you go, excellent, gone out of the way, thank you Mika, good lad. See, he's using all of the track. Oh, I went to him a bit late there, but it was fine, it didn't work. It didn't work, it didn't matter. Brake, down to 80 odd. You can hear the torturing of the front tyres. Racing softs, plenty of fuel. Matt's just set a new qualifying time of 2:13. Chrissy Vines set a new qualifying time of 2:07.654 to put him third, or to keep him third, I should say. Nick, M3 Guy, has currently got the fastest lap. 2:06.650, super fast. So that demo 2:08.171, not bad at all. He's in the pits. Tyson, who haven't we had sat on board with? So this is, let's watch the Scorpion on board. Come on board. 25 seconds of this session to go. difficult. Got to get on the brakes. Try and take a late apex. So he turns in earlier. Oh, nearly loses it over the curb. It's vicious, that curb. Honestly, you hit it and it just destabilises you so much. Hitting what, 150? Yeah, over 150. Hitting the brakes, trying to get the speed down to turn in. Took that very well. Didn't make the mistake he made in the last lap. Out wide. Downshifted, pulled the front end back in. Much better, much better. So he's got 2 minutes 30 to finish the lap. Will this give him some extra? He's got currently 1.6 seconds slower. Will this give him, or will follow him to the end of the lap? I want to see if this will take him up any places, because he's doing much better. Oh, wait, get on the throttle. If you hit the throttle too early, you just wash wide. This one, oh, he's hit the grasses up. Oh, this is one you've got to, oh no, what's going on? Oh, he just took too much curb and too much grass. Can he get this last corner? Come on, what's this time going to be? This is going to be a lot better, a couple of seconds maybe. This is full second, more than a second faster. That was excellent. Right, let's do a quick look on there, and then I can take a screenshot of it, which I won't be able to look at. But we have, so Nick followed by Enra, followed by Tyson, Damo, Vines is in 5th, Diaco's 6th, Hornet, Andre is in 7th, Mika in 8th, and Matt bringing up the rear, but he's a good racer and he's a tenacious racer at 9th. That's super duper. Let's see, what's the spread of times here? We've got the 206, 650, only a 10th behind is Enra, told you he was quick, and then, ooh, what's that? 6 tenths behind that is Tyson, super fast again. Only 3 tenths behind is Damo, and Vines, oh, that's an almost equal time. We're talking hundredths of a second, 11 thousandths of a second, in fact, between those two. What a super duper job. That's really good. Very pleased with that. So, what's going to happen? So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to exit now, so that when the race starts, I'm not trying to exit and then go back in, because it's got that glitch. So 20 seconds until the final, and then I'll be able to go in and hopefully I'll have full control over the views and which cameras I'm using, stuff like that. Marvellous. Absolutely marvellous. Wunderbar. Qualifying has ended. Final is starting. Okay. Spectate to watch. I am pressing spectate to watch. Get on with it. Come on. Yay! And will it work? Will it work? Let's just see. Yes, it's working. Let's look at this from the front and see. Oh God, it's so terrible. I'm following it from car 2 so we can see the whole thing. This is why I hate this camera view, because it's rubbish. Oh, not such a great start from Nick. Great start from Tyson. Oh, it's all happening. Let's go on board. Bit of a fight, Oh, what's happened then? Had a big problem there. We'll have to go back and look at that afterwards. So we're on board with Damo. Bit of a fight into corner 3. So Nick's at the front. He kept his lead, even though he didn't have a great start. Tyson has made the most out of that start, and the two of these have got a bit of a lead over everybody else. That's exactly what they will want, both of them. They don't want to be pressured by anybody else. Oh, Damo making a move. Let's go back. Damo making a move. He's lost a couple of places though. They had 4 cars behind him before, so some argy-bargy's gone on in those first few. He's now only got 3 cars behind him. Oh, look at that. Diaco making a move. He's going for it. Has he overcooked it? Ooh, he nearly lost it. Damo losing a bit of places again. He'll pull himself back together. He was right up there. He was right up there, but he takes this corner so well. So well. He's not giving up the place. The German in the British car with that screaming V12. And then Mika, followed by Matt, having their little battle. Oh, what's happening there? What's happening there? Andre trying to get past again, but it was never going to work there. That's not that kind of corner. Here, maybe, if he can get up the inside on the brakes. He can't. Ahead, you've got Diaco and Chrissy Vines. Identical cars. Now, these two had a massive, brilliant battle. Again, identical cars with the same amount of fuel, same tyres on, and they just had such a battle. It was real fun. Right, let's go and have a look at the front. So you've got these little battle going on between these two. Enra's kind of on his own. He had a big moment, which we sort of saw in the distance, but we'll have a quick look. And then Tyson and Nick in two completely different. These cars couldn't be any more different. You've got a mid-engined, normally four-wheel drive car, two-wheel drive in this iteration, wedgie wedge car. Interesting enough, the one that probably looks more like the modern Batmobile. All edgy. Followed by the car which I wasn't saying looked more like the old black Batmobile with a thundering V8 and a thundering American in it. I have no idea if he thunders in any way, whether it's thunder, party thunder, or thunder because it's, I don't know, like the god Thor. No idea, but he's very fast. So he's catching up through that series. Oh, Nick's having a bit of a moment there, trying to get the power down. Nick with a big heavy V10 in the middle of his car, which will make the back end skittish, and the GT3 AMG GT3 is it's a very benign car to drive, very stable. I like it. See how they take this corner. Downshifting to scrub off a bit of speed without losing the back end. It's no good hitting the brakes, you'll just wash wide. You've got to shift down to pull the front round if you can. A lot of that, well, you can't change the settings in this. However, a lot of that is to do with how you set up your diff if you can. Nick's pulling away a little bit here, just a little bit. He had his moment entering the bridge section. See how they go over here. Keep an eye on what's going on behind. I just want to follow these guys through the last few corners of the lap, and then we'll go back down the field. Judging by the movement of the car, I would say Tyson is on a pad. Quite a few of them are. Great respect for anyone that can do this anyway, very fast, but much more respect for the ones that do the pad, because I can't do that at all. So 209, let's have a look. 209.3, 209.9, so a little bit slower. Let's go back through. 210.6 for Enra. Medium tyres. The front three are on medium tyres. We'll just check again. Yep, medium. I think Enra, in that 2 seconds, Enra is catching Tyson up, which is strange if you look at that. Oh yes, Vines has been overtaken by Diaco. Diaco's not letting this rest. He's having it. So something's happened to Chris. We'll have a look again after the race. Again, medium tyres. But hold on, let's have a look at this. Right, okay, everybody starts on. Oh, there's three in this fight. Any more? Damo's sort of got his act together, and his 3.4 seconds. So you've got a group of 4 cars here. Let's watch from the back with a 3.7 second lead over Mika. Oh, he just grazed the barrier there. That put him off. Oh, something that wasn't good. That was very unfortunate. Must have put him off. Well, didn't take that corner as well as he did during qualifying, but he is on medium tyres, a lot less grip. So as we can see, Andre going up the inside of Christian Vines. But Andre is on racing softs, so this is a different tactic. Oh, Vinesy having a dive, but he couldn't make it stick, but now he's oversteering. Didn't have a tail slapper though. This is the term me and Chrissy invented. in the DWP races to replace Tank Slapper, because Tank Slapper has a sound of something like, you know, the back end fishtailing violently because it's slapping about. That's fair enough, but it can't happen because it's not the handlebars of a motorbike hitting the fuel tank. So tail slapper still sounds good. So Damo needs to be catching up now. Oh, he's got to run on him with a slipstream. He's got the inside line. Can he make it stick? Oh, he's still alongside. Very respectful racing. We love that. We love that. Now this is difficult. You can take this one full throttle, but Chrissy's got the inside line. Brake. Went early on the brakes to give him control with a tighter line, so they're still side by side. This is why I love this racing. Got the drag. He had a little bit of better speed because of the wider line in that last corner, but he's now got the speed on Diaco. Caught him up. He's taken those corners a bit faster, but he nearly rear-ended him. Didn't, but nearly rear-ended him. Gosh, I'm getting excited. Damo is catching up. He's halved the time between them. Let's see what happens here. Got the run in him. It's fast in a straight line, that car. Fast, and he's got the inside line, but switcheroo, we've got the old switcheroo. Diaco switcherooing back, but he can't go two abreast there. But will he switcheroo back again? He had to lift. He's got the slipstream. So's Chrissy. Let's go back to Chrissy's car. He's got the slipstream, but they're in identical cars, identical fuel pretty much. He just took that a bit tighter, but he lost it because Diaco's got the slipstream on. Sorry, on Andre, the Hornet. Oh no, Nick's had a big problem. Nick's car. Something's happened. It's ghosting. Has he lost? Oh my goodness. I mean, that's like, you would imagine in a real race. Oh, we missed Andre. Washed wide there, but we were so busy looking at the previous leader, but we don't know what happened. We don't know what happened, but oh, can't be everywhere at once. I'm so sorry, everybody, but that was an exciting. There was like a 2 second or 1 second gap between the first two people, so I was concentrating on this brilliant fight between these four drivers here. Damo's now caught up, so he's in this fight. It's once again four cars fighting for the positions 4, 5, 6. Sorry, 3, 4, 5 and 6. It would have been 4, 5, 6 and 7. But of course, fastest lap guy, who's now at the back, Nick, he'll be gutted about that. You know, he's fast and competitive and a respectful racer like so many, you know, pretty much everybody in eDTM is, to be fair. Oh, but they're all on the edge. That was so lucky. Diaco taking the whole road and more, chopping around, trying to get the best, because he knows they've got the slipstream. He was trying to get the best exit onto this straight. Christian Vine's trying to get the power down, but on a slightly more normal line, nearly lost the back end. And then Damo, oh, how did they not touch then? Damo had the overspeed. Christian trying to keep his speed so that he could stay ahead. So I was saying you can't go side by side around this bend, and they are. So that's shown me to be full of crap. That's just ridiculous. They're still side by side, as are the two in front. Christian managed to get it, but they're still side by side, as are the two in front. What on earth is going on? This is madness. This is the kind of madness I could watch all day. Look, Damo doing the switcheroo here, trying to look at what's going on ahead and what's going on here. He's got the inside line for this, but the outside line for, oh, he was far enough ahead to be able to chop across, but the back end was trying to tail slap on him. Bit of a gap there. What on earth is going on? So Nick, M3 guy, who is super fast. Oh, we've got the first two into the pits. Vines, the first three into the pits. So Damo and Diaco are staying out. They've got more fuel. Whereas, okay, We've got Andre, who's on the soft tyres. There's obviously, I don't know what he's changing to. He'll have to be in the mediums because he's got to use both types of tyres and he's getting himself fueled up. So we have 18.5 minutes of this half-an-hour race left to go. We are on lap 5, or we've done 5 laps. 6 laps started. M3 guy, who's overtaken Matt, who's also in the pits now. He's running on fumes though, so he's trying to take his mediums as far as he can. He will definitely be coming back up the field. He's super fast. He qualified on pole. He was a lot faster than anybody else then, so he'll fill her up, stick it on. I mean, you can see how quickly he's catching up with Mika. I know there's stuff that's going on at the front, but I just want to show you he's already caught up a tenth and a half. Let's see how it goes when he comes out of this corner. Look at that, he's made up 0.8 of a second, second now, just in that short bit of track. Because look at his times, 2:09, 2:09, then the 2:30 when he had that problem, then 2:09 again. Whereas Scorpion's at 2:11s, 2:11.9, so nearly 2:12. Damo, 2:11s, 2:12s. He's keeping with Diaco, however, and lonely out at the front. If he just keeps it together, he'll be in this lap because he's running on fumes. He's coming up to lap, it looks like he's coming up to lap Matt. He is. Matt will be in this lap. Let's just check. He's going to come in. Staying out. How is Matt going? He must be on fuel setting 6 and short shifting everywhere, because I don't know how he's going to. Possibly got one left. So Diaco is in, Damo is in. Let's see how they go. Mika is in. M3 guy Nick is in. So I'm predicting that Tyson will come in. He's now got 30 seconds over the next person on the track. That would certainly be enough. He started, this is another lap, so he's another one that's gone lean on his fuel setting to eke out another lap. I guess he's trying to go halfway, but they start with 60 litres, not the full 100, so he should be able to fill the tank up and get to the end on the soft tyres. It's just tyres are not that worn. They're not that worn at all. So we'll just go through the order again. Right, so we've got Tyson, who is 28 seconds ahead of Enra, who's now got a mostly full tank. He's on racing softs, who's 9 seconds ahead of Diaco, who again, full tank racing softs. So it's a possible podium, but right up his chuff, we've got the Porsche of Damo, who after a terrible first lap is really making headway. They both want that podium position. Whether they'll be able to catch up with Enra, I don't know, but they both want that final podium position. However, this young man does too. Oh, Damo doing his thing. He likes making sparks fly. You wonder whether he's was born on a Guy Fawkes night, holding a sparkler in his hand, so that the sparks flying. So Vinesy's a little bit back, but you know, anything that gap is nothing. He's in slipstream range. 2.5 seconds back. Oh, let's watch this quick battle. Oh, that was Damo was. Oh, Diaco and Damo nearly coming together going around the corner, which put Damo out, which slowed him right down and put him into the sights. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, he was forcing his way past. He's desperate for that chance to podium. To podium? Oh my God, I'm doing the American thing of turning a noun into a verb. All right, I don't know whether he heard me sort of backed up a little bit or what, but it's close competitive racing. I don't believe anybody in this little group deliberately bashes into people. He's got the inside line here. This is going to be another one of these 5 corners side by side things, isn't it? Damo took it easy, took the wide line and just had overspeed coming out the corner, but with more control. Right, so this is what I wondered, whether Tyson, even though he had quite a bit of a lead, whether Tyson would be coming out of the pits behind Enra. He's actually is behind Enra, but he's catching him up. We'll keep an eye on that, if people can keep an eye on that. Let's see. Oh, it's all happening. It's all happening everywhere. Just quick look on Diaco's stream, and he's got someone called Trash Player who came in with lots of Chinese characters after his name. Says hi. Somebody waved at him. He said hi again. Then he said I got to go, as we've got to go. So he said bye. Just nuts. Okay. Nobody said anything in Vines' chat. This is great. So let's have a look at the front. Let's see how it's catching him up. See, it was 1.3 seconds before. Now it's 1.1, 1.2. But it's concertinaing in and out. Let's go to the back. Okay, so Matt's disappeared. Which is very sad. It's very unfortunate. Maybe it would be more comfortable for him to be in the AM group next time, but whatever. It's such a shame because I love to watch Matt race. Yeah, it's definitely very slowly coming down. Let's look at Enra at 2:08. It's a great lap. 2:08, 8:46, and Tyson, it's not saying it's 2:09, 9:69. So that makes no sense because he's caught him up a bit. It makes no sense at all. His pits stop was longer though, at 2 minutes 39 compared with the 2 minutes 38. So I don't know. Diaco still at the head of this little train after 9 laps with 11 minutes 35 seconds to go. He's got nearly 9 seconds to catch Tyson. We don't know what the fuel settings are, but we know that all of them apart from Andre are on the same tyres now, unless someone's made a serious mistake. Vinesy 2095, 2099, 209, nearly 10, nearly 210. So Vines is faster lap times. He's there. He's got ahead of Damo, who's dropping back a little bit. His last lap was a 2:10.6. You can see Phil. Hello, Phil the hooligan, or the scallywag, depending how you want to look at. Well, he's definitely a hooligan. He's also a pleb, and he's also a scallywag. But so am I. I'm a pleb and a scallywag. Well, sort of a pleb. I'm kind of an honorary pleb and definitely a scallywag. Look at that fight going on. Once again, these two, hammer and tongs, battling each other. Let's just see what they do here, because Vinesy does not like losing. Neither does Diaco. that was a bit wiggly. A bit wiggly. Did you see that, Phil? Did you see that wiggliness that's going on there? Diaco wiggling around and just getting in the way, putting him off. It's like the old... I mean, in motorcycle racing you get block passes, but in car racing you get sort of... I don't know what the term would be, but when you park it on the apex, you know, you're slow on the apex, so that they can't get a good drive and have to lift off. Oh, and he overcooked it into the final corner. That's given Vinesy what he needed. He needed that little bit of extra speed coming out, and he's got past. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggly, wiggly, wiggly. Squirmy, wormy. Oh, and that Damo's just... That mistake gave Damo... Well, I don't know what... So I'm guessing these two have been holding each other up enough in the battle. Tycho's going past again for Damo to... See, anything can happen in the next half hour. This is literally Thunderbirds. I mean, there's thunder. And, you know, I'm a bit cuckoo, so that I can be the bird. 3 abreast. No. It just doesn't work. But they're going to make it work. 3 into 1 does not go. Damo's got the inside of that corner, but it's the outside for the next corner. Has he got the straight line speed? Meanwhile, with just under 9 minutes to go, oh, he's better on the brakes. but he had to brake harder to avoid hitting Chrissy. He does like those sparks. I mean, definitely uses the whole track. I don't want to leave these guys because it's sod's law. I will miss out on something, but I just want to nick that. This fella here is catching him up after he was in the lead. Oh, and also I've just noticed Tyson caught him up. So I think we've not been watching the lead for a while. So what I'm going to do, I'm so sorry everybody, I can't watch everything at once. I am going to watch the battle for a little bit between these two because Tyson's caught him up. The reason why I noticed is because he was in front for a second. So he obviously got ahead and then got repassed, or it was just like alongside and ahead. Let's see what's going on here. He's got the slipstream, but he's not trying to go up the inside. He's backed off. Oh, this is good racing. You back off so that you get a nice control. Enra having to sort of keep the speed up to not allow himself to be overtaken. That's so hard to judge that way. You back off just enough to get better control coming out the corner, better speed going through the corner so that you can get them on the next straight. Didn't quite work out for him on that occasion, but it's better than trying to go up the inside and taking them both out. You know, it's that patience. Let's have a look at the tyres. So the tyres on the Merc, he's got the run. The Merc is looking after its tyres much better. He's got the run. Enra's gone defensive. How will this work? Will he be able to stop? Oh, and he's touched the barrier like Damo did that time. Will he get the switcheroo? Because he had a compromised entry, Enra, and a bit of overspeed. Oh! Again, it's such a shame. It's judging that. Right, so I can see in the background, while they've still got a little bit of a gap, I can see in the background that Mr. Vines is now at the back of this pack, and Mr. M3 guy, who, as we know, is super duper fast, who is now bearing down on Diaco. Now, Diaco's gone out the way. Perhaps Diaco just realises if he fights this, he'll be slowing himself down. Or is that a very special defensive line that he's worked out, where he gets the inside line for this corner, which is the real overtaking zone. Switch back. Nick's so fast and smooth though. I mean, you saw how much quicker he was in qualifying. Switch back 2. But that's clever driving by Diaco. That's very clever driving. Oh, that bump nearly took them and both. They both got a bit of a wiggle there. Wiggly wiggly. Fiddle fiddle. Wiggly wiggle. Wiggle 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 wiggle. Isn't that a song? Switch back. Went wide. Did the switch back. He's alongside. So Diaco cannot. He's going to take it. He's going to get a podium, even though we will find out afterwards. We will find out what happened to Nick. Oh, but he's later on the brakes, earlier on the brakes, sorry, because he had a compromised line. Diaco, oh, Diaco's bad. What's gone on? What's gone on? What's gone on? He can't change gear. Damn, something's happened. He can't change gear. Now it's saying he's in an well, it's saying they're all automatic. Something's happened to Nick. I wonder if his steering wheel's knackered. I wonder if it won't let him change gear. Oh, that is gutting. Oh, that is. I mean, after he was on pole, he was a couple of seconds ahead of Tyson, and then we're watching action going on behind. Now he's changed gear again. It's definitely his equipment. That has got to be his equipment. It's got nothing to do with internet or anything like that. That's his equipment failing. I'm absolutely gutted for him. He caught up, podium position, fought people, and then you saw he was stuck in third gear. Well, we've got 4 minutes left. He won't be giving up. These three are now fighting each other again. Let's go to the front. Let's watch the front. I know there's a battle going on behind. Let's have a quick look at the very rear. Matt's back. Matt's back. So Matt disappeared and then came back. Oh my goodness, this Gran Turismo. We've had 12 laps. You've got Andre on his medium tyres catching up with Mika. There are so many battles. Oh, Diaco's had a big problem. Diaco's span. No, it's all happening. So he's now back in 8th. Such bad luck happening to so many people in this race. So there's this big battle between Andre and Mika. Nick is up to 5th. And with 3 minutes left, so what I'm reckoning, 2 laps to go. Maybe just the one for these guys. And then for the final podium place, you've got a battle between Damo and Vinesy. If Nick can catch these up, maybe he'll be able to get past, but that's a tall order. And then for the front, desperate to get ahead, but very clean in their racing. You've got Tyson battling with Enra. Enra played what I guess was a tactical blinder to end up getting ahead in the pit stops. Tyson must have compromised too much of his time on a lower fuel setting, because he was in a clear first place by many seconds. Oh, he's just got his nose there, so Enra can't put, but Enra's got the inside line, which if they stay alongside each other, remember that Diaco did that, he's got the inside line for the next bend. How will this play out? Can Tyson outbrake him? He can't. He couldn't outbrake him. That's so tight. That's so tight. We're going to stay on board with the leaders. I know that might... we've been watching the other battles going on. We're going to keep an eye on it. You've still got Christian Vines ahead of Damo behind. You've still got Nick. Oh, but you can see that it's flickering between Damo and Christian Vines, so we know that they're having a really close battle and swapping ends. But there's 15... I can't even look behind like that because there's 15 seconds. Oh, Emra's got the inside line, but again, if it's the brakes and getting the corner, will he get the switch back? Will he get the switch back? Emra's tyres are much more worn. Lap 14, less than a minute to go, so this will be the final lap. Oh, but a mistake there by Tyson. It's pushing hard, he wants this win, but so does Enra. Damo is now ahead. Vines, must have been a problem. There must have been contact or a spin or over braking or something there. Nick, as I say, Nick didn't give up and he's ahead. He's got 4th place, some small consolation. Damo's got 2.3 seconds on them both. If he can keep it together for this final lap, there's 14 seconds left for this. You wonder whether Tyson's just consolidating, or I don't think so. He's sort of grouping. Oh, he's got on the inside. Like I say, Enra's tyres are very, very worn. Both of them are running on fumes. Wrong way, I went the wrong way. They've both got the same sort of level of fuel. Tyson's ahead. He's ahead, he's got more grip on those tyres. You can see how he's got the inside line, he's keeping the inside line. Over speed. Oh, what's going on? He's pushing to get past. Tyson trying to get the power down, and it took the back end out. Either Enra's really good at controlling a car with a lot less grip, or that BMW is very forgiving, which is... I thought the Mercedes was very forgiving. That was some desperate moves there. That was some desperate moves. Oh, they both hit the wall. I thought that maybe if Tyson could keep it, it looks like it's going to be an Enra victory. It is Enra, Tyson, Damo next. We look behind. Nick still ahead of Christian Vines. Nick, Vinesy. Oh, he's run out of petrol. He's run out of fuel. Mika has somehow stayed... Oh, right, now, let's have a look at this now. Diaco has also run out of fuel. Oh, my goodness, 3 people. 4 people have run out of fuel. So, Andre was pushing to overtake... How did... he had more momentum and got over the... Sorry, Andre had more momentum in his car and got over the line ahead of Diaco by 56 thousandths of a second. That is insane. I don't know whether we've got 1 minute 46 left with Matt a minute behind and no petrol, no fuel. So will he be able to get round? He's so close. There's 2 corners, there's 2 straights and a corner left. Will he get to finish in the 1 minute 26? Let's follow Matt. Let's see what he's doing. Let's go on board. You can almost imagine the sort of the Tron-like electronic man pushing forward in the seat, trying to get the momentum to get round the corners. No, yep, that's it. He's doing it. He's doing it. What an eventful race. Ladies, gentlemen, and sad people. Vinesy, hello. Did you run out of fuel? What was that? I've forgotten who's run out of fuel now because so many people did. There we go. Bit of a show. So here we go. Let's take a script. Oh no, let's. There was a couple of people that didn't run out of fuel. It's a shorter list. Right, first things first. Let's save this replay. I'll share it later. Let's look at this race results. So as we can see, Enra just held off Tyson. Damo on the podium. Nick next. He didn't run out of fuel. Vinesy ran out of fuel. 5th. Mika didn't run out of fuel, which is how he could stay ahead of Diaco and Diaco and Hornet both ran out of fuel, but somehow Hornet, who was behind Diaco, who ran out of fuel later, but somehow had more momentum to get over the line. So by 54 thousandths of a second, literally just kind of coasted over the line, slightly ahead. Then there's at the back Matt, who also ran out of fuel and disappeared halfway through the race, or it seemed to me, but then came back, or never actually left, and then Gran Turismo Sport's just weird at the back, but he got over the line, so he did finish. We have got Damo saying that was the best race I've ever been in, so close for so long and mega clean. Kudos to Diaco, Christian and the M3 guy Nick. Absolutely. I mean, it was really there was no real argy-bargy at all. There was right at the end, Enra and Tyson's battle was superb, frankly. It was pretty superb. And it just... Let me just take a screenshot of that in case anybody needs it. And Tyson got ahead. His tyres were in much better condition. He got ahead, and then Enra just did a do or die move in the the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th to last corner. That big braking zone after the straight with the kink in it. I don't know what these circuit things are actually called. Just managed to keep it around the outside. So I mean, Nick probably had the worst luck of everybody, because Nick was winning by at least a second. He was the fastest guy on the day. We're going to look at the replay now and see what actually happened. We're not going to let this go. Not a chance. And there, for him, suddenly everyone's passing him and he sat at the side. So that put him right at the back. You need a shower, I bet you do. Look like squeaky bum time at the front. Brilliant strategy for you to end up ahead of Tyson after the pit stops. Don't know how you managed that, because he had quite a big lead. That was just superb. And then, let's see. Nick was making his way back up to the field and catching up with the battle for the podium, and then all of a sudden he's stuck in third gear. It looked like it was an equipment failure, which is strange to say for electronic things, but so let's do our usual thing. Wait a minute, whoa. Yes, there they are. Nick didn't get the best start, but he kept the lead. Him and Tyson. So Henry, you were second fastest in qualifying. So let's do that. Let's make sure we've got display all. Excellent. That's what we want. Let's get the right person to look. We'll start with. Let's do this properly. We'll start with going on board. But chase cam, and I will look backwards like that. Oh, it's not letting me look backwards. Okay, let's get this started. So overfueled and soft tyres as mediums for 2 laps. Right, gotcha. So you came in early. So you see, excellent start by Tyson. That was a super duper start by Tyson. Let's try and see what happened. Damo got kind of swamped. Not the best start. Nick, second phase, challenged by Tyson. Enra, you disappeared back. Okay. Right. Trouble getting your power down. That got you back a bit. And then lots of clean, what I'll call clean bargee. No, clean RG, no bargee. Some RG, but no bargee. Excellent stuff. And you two at the front are pulling away. Well, Enra is having a bit of a fun trying to stop people overtaking him and keep up with the front two. Okay, that's great. Let's go back to Damo. I want to see what happened to Damo, because Damo started bogged down, overtaken by 2 people because he got bogged down. Not a good start, and then that compromises him for the first corner because he's in a pack of people. Andre, who was on the soft tyres, anyone on the soft tyres. Matty Matt, we were watching you at the end, crossing the line on fumes. We were wondering whether you'd get there. You had a few corners to go. So you see, okay, so Damo lost 2 places, but then started to make them back up and ended up in a good fight. Right, so I want to go with Nick. I want to find out what happened to Nick, because as you can see, it doesn't show you the gap, but after, it doesn't. Why doesn't it let you look backwards unless you're moving? So those Tyson and Nick are pulling away from people. Let's go back to Tyson. That's better. You can see it then. But you can see Nick is sort of getting a bit of a gap. I remember seeing it was like 1.4 seconds at one point. Yeah, the podium was a titanic battle. It was a 4-way battle at one point, as Nick was catching him up as well. It was a 4-way battle again, and then obviously some things happened with different people that ended up back a bit, but then like Damo slipped back a bit and then caught up again. Nick then had a huge problem. Matt helped by Tiger's cat jump. Is that what happened? That's that what I wondered. I did wonder. Right. So we were concentrating on this 4-way battle for the podium further back. Oh, understairs. Pain in the arse. So I'm going a bit further forward. You can see Nick's pulling away, but he is super fast, and you can also see So Enra definitely keeping in touch. Definitely keeping in touch. Okay, so you weren't that far behind. Let's see what happened here, because suddenly, after a few laps, we see Nick's car. Oh, that was interesting. Cats are evil. I know, I am one. I am a snow leopard. Lonely cat in the mountains. Let's find out what happened to Nick. So he's keeping a good... But Enra's definitely keeping in touch, or possibly even catching up. This damn thing doesn't show. Let's just show times. Yeah, he's slightly quicker on the last lap, but slower on the lap before that. I want to see... Right, that's where it happened. Let's go back and get on board with Nick. Right, so we're on board with Nick. You can, oh, it's not going to let me do that. You can see he's got a substantial lead. Takes this kink. Braking zone, big braking zone into the 5 from the end. He's in third. Right, he just goes straight and ghosts, and that's where we passed him later. So that's equipment failure. That's his steering wheel or something, or the internet possibly. Gutted. And then it all wakes up. Gutted, man. That's just... So he ends up at the back. He ends up at the back. So I'll stay on board with Nick, because what I want to do is I want to show you his... I can't do it at high speed, I have to do it in jumps. Oh! Matt, it looks like Matt just got out of the way there. Very polite of the guy. Yep, he lifted off and got out of the way. There's no point fighting that. So Nick, after that, whatever the technical failure that happened there, starts reeling people in. So what we've got here, helped by... Okay, so Enra comes in with 14 litres left, comes into the pits to change, and that's only after, it's not telling me, oh god, only after 5 laps. So an early pit stop, okie dokie. So yes, say thank you to Kitty, Damo and Chris. And that was the 4-way battle that was going on. It was Damo, Chrissy, who was it? Damo, Chrissy, Diaco, 3-way battle, and then Nick joined them, and it was good. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what it was. And then everything went very wrong. So a bunch of people came into the pits, but as you can see, Enra is still only in 6th. He's not that far behind, and he's had an early pit stop. So he's got, this is lap 6. So from lap 5 or 6, he went on to the softs, and that was the piece, the masterpiece of Tic Tacs. So Nick, running on fumes, comes in on lap 6. Catching Mika. They've both come in. Onto the softs, fueling up. And he's come out still behind Mika. But we know how quick he is. All training, you see, on a Friday night when you got to get to the chippy, Southend chippy, near the end of that big pier, when what's his name? The guy that says Pucker. What's his name? Naked Chef. What? I forgot his name. You got a penalty. When did you get a penalty? I was impressed with Diaco's line going through this corner when he basically went on the inside right at the end of that straight. Second to last corner. Okay. Do you know what lap it was on? And we'll have a look at it, because I'm just following Nick. I was trying to make a joke about him having to get to the chippy quick when why can't I remember that chef's name? Do you want to have that big school thing going on? Anyway, him. 12 or 13. Fair enough. We'll have a look at that. So you've got Nick approaching this little battle between Andre and Mika, which is now sort of unequal because Mika's now on softs and Andre's now on mediums. He sort of went the other way around. What am I doing? I'm going the wrong place. On board with Nick. So he's approaching them. Lap 8. Let's watch him go past them. Got the run, a little bit of slipstream. Slipstream's not very powerful here, but on the brakes into that corner, super duper, very stable, very neat and tidy. And then we'll watch him overtake Andre, who's now on medium. So, oh, Nick, what was that? What was that, Nick? That was like, he's apologised, he's letting him pass. Oh, you see, this is what I love. He's a lot, well, he's not exactly letting him pass, he's just slowed down a bit. Okay. I'm staying out of this. That I mean, he was always going to get past him, but yeah, okay. Well, so anyway, leaving that little thing aside, and he's pulling away, and you can see ahead the battle for the podium, last podium position. I never tested my strap full bees, no fuel savings. Oh right, so you kept it on full power whole time, Damo. Okie dokie. Well, if it works, it works. Brilliant. So you can see M3 guy catching up over a few laps. With the battle between these three nutters for the final podium position. Oh, was that? Okay, that's where. All right, let's go back again, because that. We're on board with Christian, who's having this big fight. This is where Christian disappeared back and Damo ended up ahead. Oh, he got on. Okay, grass there, mate. Grass. See, he's got it. Oh, he was up the inside. Now that was not a deliberate push wide. That was Diaco just moving out. Didn't expect you to be there. So that lost you 2 places right there. Anyway, back on board with Nick. Look at you two all over the grass. Fight. It was a bit unfortunate. It was unfortunate. Look at how much quicker he is round that little bit there. So this, I think we're going to just stay on board, because it pretty soon is where he has his issue with it sticking in third. As you can see, this was probably Nick's podium for the taking, because he's so quick. Damo outbraking himself there. Let's go back and be on board with Damo. He's got the outside line, he brakes, but he can't stop it. Too much speed. Diaco just goes up the inside, so does Nick. So, where am I going? Where am I going? So, Nick's dispatched one person who helped dispatch himself. Diaco doing that thing he does where he goes on the inside. I was very impressed with this. It's very clever. He takes the inside line right at the beginning. Nice squeeze. Oh dear. Remember when we used to call them a squeeze, and now we say, oh, they tried to kill him at 254G. Except the person that nearly got killed at 54G was the one that was doing the squeezing. I won't say any names. Verstappen. Right, so good fight here. Right, this is where it happened. Bit of a wiggle down that dip. Dippy dip. Final corner. It's happening soon. No cats were injured in the making of this overtake. Diaco braver on the brakes. Nick taking a nice easy line because he didn't want to crash, and that's what it was. Right, let's go back. Damo's still around here, right there. He can't change. He can't change out of third. Look, stuck in third again. Equipment failure. All the hard work he'd put in to get back up to the podium when he was winning by a long way, and for all of this time that's gutting. Twice. So Nick, get your hammer and a soldering iron out. Mikey! Woohoo! Into a car show. Ooh. Sorry, I wasn't too busy looking, and then it comes back to him and he can start using gears again. So that was gutting. That was gutting. Right, let's have a look at this penalty that Vinesy, who's screwing his tyres up because he's young and impetuous. So apparently he gets a penalty. Let's watch this little battle, and then we'll go back and have a look at the battle at the front. Yes, Nick. I think Nick was just so fast and so smooth that twice technical problems. So Vinesy up the inside, past Damo. Is that the? This is where Diaco died. Let's watch Diaco die. Okay, so Diaco is driving along, minding his own business. We'll get back to Vines in a minute. Diaco's minding his own business. And I suppose it's a family thing, because the other day his family was yelling at him and generally being annoying. He's flashing his lights at nothing, don't know why. That's probably him trying to get the cat off him. There! Is this where he gets the cat? Let's look at it from Damo's perspective. Yes, approaching your favourite corner. It's coming up, isn't it? It's coming up. Coming up. Yes! Oh my God! On board, we've got to see this on board. We've got to see this on board. I'll tell you what. It's just cat. Bang! This is why you don't have cats in racing cars, you know. Pad pressure on stick, flashes lights. Oh, okay. Didn't realise that. I've not got it set up for that. I've got that. I got my R3 and L3. And then, of course, you can't get it straight. That is gutting. So, on board with Christian Vines, who has managed to get ahead. Let's watch him get ahead. Hold on, we'll miss that. So Diaco gets killed by a cat. Chrissy gets a good run, good line out of that corner. On the brakes. Oh, doing a bit of sort of throttle feathering. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Are you padding today, Christian? I see dead pets. So will that be 7th sense? No, if it's cats it'd be 9th sense, wouldn't it? The ability to see cats. Okay. So it must be this lap. So what sounds awesome? This guy in a video pull out exhaust out the bonnet. One of them. Oh yeah, Nick. I was totally gutted for him. So Damo's still with him. Still with him. Let's skip along. I don't want to sort of. Damo's still with him. Damo's still with him. M3 guy now trying to catch up again. Doing a great job. Damo's still with him. He's not letting him get away. He's really close. Look how close he is. There's the pressure. Pressure on. He's got the inside line like he did before, but oh, they're having a cuddle. They're having a cuddle. Who's ahead? I don't know. It's not. That's saying he's ahead. Right. So I reckon this is. So you're under pressure, Christian. You're under pressure. Oh. Yes. Yeah, mate. It's not necessarily the penalty that cost you, because the fact that you went over the gravel. Here, we're going to look at it again in case you didn't see it the first time. Under pressure from that gentleman behind you, you just decided to ignore the corner and just go straight. But did you notice how you lost a lot of speed, and then it also gives you a half second penalty? So yeah, granted you would have been that little bit closer. Okie dokie. And Nick got you as well. Right. Okay, next fight. So I want to go back on board with who are we going to go on board with? I want to go back to the pit stops. It's going to be a long time. Love you, long time. Let's go on board. So at this point, let's go back a bit further, because you're not going to tell me how far ahead you are. So lap 7. Let's see where Enra is. Enra's quite a long way back. That's right, because I remember Tyson was like 29 seconds, 28, 29 seconds ahead, and I was speculating that might be enough. So I'm going to go on board with Enra. Simon! Hello, Simon. Oh, funniest cowboy. Ewer, how you doing, mate? It's good to see you in the chat. We're just going over some of the very, very interesting things that happened in here. This was one hell of a race. So, as you can see, with only 1 litre of fuel left, Tyson's come into the pits. He was like 28, 29 seconds ahead. Enra pulled a blinder earlier by coming in early and putting the softs on. So he did something like 3 laps, I think it was. It was lap 4 you came in, wasn't it? 3 laps on the softs. Let's just stop this a second. So he's done. Well, it's 2 laps, isn't it? So a 2:10 and a 2:08.8, compared with Tyson's was doing all 2:10s. So that 2 seconds plus his pit stop was nearly a second shorter, 0.8 of a second shorter. So he's made up nearly 3 seconds because he had less fuel to have to go in, and he's on the soft tyres. Okay, fair enough. So he goes past the pits. Tio won the pro lobby. Oh, go Finns. Well, Maruga did very well. Mika, he held off Andre. So now we have Tyson coming out that far behind, and then we have this super duper battle. Lap after lap after lap, where Tyson's chasing him down. They're both on racing softs. Tyson's got a little bit less fuel in, but they're in 2 different cars. Now, the weird thing to me is, let's go a bit further, because he doesn't overtake me. You'll see him catching him up, catching him up, catching him up, slowly catching him up. I'm invited to a party with Richie. Okay, let me just... I want to just review this before I join a party, before I get people shouting at me. Right, so he's catching him up, he's catching him up. Oh, as you can see, Henry's not holding back. The sparks are literally flying from his car. Tyson's keeping it together, and then look, you get stuff like this happening. But Henry seems to be quite a lot braver on the brakes. See, this is a little bit of argy-bargy. There's a bit of bargy in this argy. A little bit. It's what you call... This is like the full contact version of basketball. Am I reviewing the pro lobby? I don't know. Was there anybody doing the pro lobby? Was it being... I don't know if it's being... Someone tell me if it's being streamed. If it's not, I'll find it and download it, and I'll go through that if you want. I mean, Cordell did it last time. Did anybody do it this time? So he catches up, but it's like... So I want to... See? Oh! Every time... Henry's just nuts. Henry, you're just nuts, mate. So, Ewer, is... When you say no, does that mean no, nobody covered it or streamed it? Because if nobody streamed it, I'll stream it now. Right, okay. Has anybody shared it? If someone shared it, let me know and I'll download it and then we'll go through it. If not, can someone please share it if they recorded it? If not, I won't be able to do anything. So, look at the tyres. Enra, who's crazy. He's nuttier than squirrel poo, I believe is the technical term. Did you get my overtake on Dam on lap 8? Yes, I did. I did. But his tyres are falling apart, but somehow he's keeping it together. That's so impressive. I don't know how you're doing it. I know what it is. It's because you're Norwegian. And to explain, everybody knows that the Scandinavians in general revolutionised rally driving. It's because every road in the whole of Scandinavia consists of snow, gravel and elk. Big elk and reindeer. That's my interpretation. Oh, so close. So let's keep this going. Once again, let's actually watch that. Bit of a slipstream. Vines round the outside of the straight. I'll tell you what. I'll go back and have a quick look at it, just in case that's not the one that I showed. I did show one. It might be the wrong one. So, oh, even then, Enra, you were lucky. You're all over the place. You're just in the way. There's no way of getting past there. You were so lucky there. But what? Look how close he is. Look at the weaving, Enra. Blame the mojito. I'm staying out of whose dodginess, but you are nuts. Don't forget, somebody please share the pro lobby. Anyone that recorded it, please save the replay. Please share it and make sure I'm on the list of people that can get it. Look at this. This is... oh my goodness. You do not want to lose, do you, Enra? impatient with back markers. Oh, I don't know. So oh, could get the power down. But look at the tyres are completely wrecked. Or getting on that way, and you're still managing to stay ahead. Enra, hell no. I can't do a Norwegian accent, unfortunately, so I won't try and imitate you. Looks like you gave me enough luck to race with you, but not enough to beat you. Pro-Am my asses. Oh dear. Yes, that is true. You did miss 2 races, but I mean, what, 49 points last time? You're doing quite well. What is going on? Right, this is where he got his nose alongside you, and then we ended up having this drag just going down. But again, Enra on the brakes. You're just nuts on the brakes, man. Look at that. Bit of cadence brake in there. Stab, stab, stab. Okay, let's get this on, because alongside. Yeah, it's not that one. Very good on the brakes. There's a bit of a gap, bit of a gap, bit of a gap. Let's move this on. And then he gets the inside line this time instead of the outside. So again, Tyson's doing a great job, man. But let's see what you do. It doesn't seem to matter that he's actually fully ahead of you and keeps the inside line for this next bend. It just doesn't seem to matter. Look at you. You just... I'm coming past. And then Tyson will get the power down, weight transferred to the back, and there you go. And you're on fumes. You're all on fumes. Before okay, I'm gonna stop it there, and I'm gonna go back. Damo, still able to drive. Nick, at this point, still able to drive. Vines, still able to drive. Mika, still able to drive. Andre, still able to drive. Diaco, still able to drive. Matt, out of fuel. Nick's out of fuel. Vines is out of fuel. Mika, still got fuel. Diaco, out of fuel. And because you hit the barrier, this happens. I mean, this is the slowest. He's trying to stop him getting past, and it doesn't work. That's absolutely fantastic. Oh my god, that's just the best. Let's go back to lap 8. Just the best. Because you hit the wall and then you're weaving everywhere, trying to stop him I mean, that has got to be the most ridiculous. 5 mile an hour overtake. Just fantastic. Oh my god. Oh my god. A 5 mile an hour overtake. You had some bad luck, Diaco. First the cat. Oh dear. Oh, right, okay. Am I in the right place, Mr. Vines? Let me know. Put a yes or a no. Is this the overtake that you're going to be doing? Hello, Doug. Yes, that's right. Okay, so this is Mr. Christian Vines, or Kirsten, as I like to call him sometimes when I want to annoy him. It doesn't work. Is about to overtake Damo like a Buffalo Girl. Who's going to go round the outside. For anybody that knows that song, Buffalo Girls go round the outside. Malcolm McLaren. That takes me back. Oh, round the outside here. I'm sure I showed this. I'm pretty sure I did. Yes, excellent. Very good. Lots of control. Right. So, just going back, I would like to a quick shout out. So, Andre, he did the reverse tyres. He started on the softs, made a few places, and ended up on the mediums. Wow, Nick's really motoring there. But because of that, he ended up being caught. I want to see what happened. I think we didn't get to see this. There were so many battles going on, I couldn't get to see them, which is why I like doing this, to make sure that everyone gets their moment of fame. It's just being overexcitable. This is true. This is very true. So he's catching him because he's on the softs, doing a great job. Yes. Damo using all 30-ish years of his life experience, approximately, give or take a few decades. As I said at the beginning of this little stream, I'm 28, and so by a process of relative calculation, Damo's 30. Unless he's got another number he likes better, in which case we'll say that. Oh, Maruga! Mika just couldn't get it turned. Gives the oh, whatever the word is, gives the thingy, and he's up the inside. Oh no, wrong button. Let's do that again. I don't know how Key does it without radar. It's like Alonso, isn't it? Couldn't get it stopped. Couldn't turn in because there was a Porsche in the way. The Porsche's got more grip because he's on racing softs in good condition, but this is a nasty bend. So here we go. They're alongside. This series of corners brings a lot of alongside action, I've noticed. They're still kind of alongside, but he's got a much wider line. So can he switch back? He can switch back and get more power down. Short shift in there. Carried more speed around that, but took a wider line to do it. What can he do in the final corner? Oh, he's got a bit more speed. Speed entering the straight. He's got the slipstream, but he's very close. Will he be able to get past? Because you don't get an overspeed because you're too close. Oh, he's got the inside line. Will this compromise his exit? Not too bad. There's definitely more grip from those softs. I doubt that Andre's given up though. Oh, he nearly couldn't stop. That was nearly very nasty. That was nearly what they call a push to pass. Right, let's. I don't think he gets. Oh no! Oh, stop pressing the wrong button, Andrew. Right. So it looks like Mika has a bit of a problem here. He has a lot of a problem here because he ended up on the grass and completely screwed up his entrance to that corner. How he kept it together on the grass there though, that was quite impressive. But this of course means he has to go defensive for this big braking zone where he overtook earlier. But once again, Andre couldn't get it stopped, so Mika kept the position. That's definitely the medium tyres showing up. Oh, they're both pushing so hard. That didn't help. Sparks flying. Oh, nobody could stop there. Both pushing so hard. They were trying to stop as fast as they could. And Mika's stopping as fast as they could was not as good as Andre stopping as fast as he could. Again, nothing deliberate happening there. Oh, that dip really... Back end of cars really doesn't like that dip, does it? You're at full chat, full throttle, you're turning, and then it dips down. It's like the dipper at Bathurst. Oh, how did he miss in there? This is a proper battle, and there's like 4 laps left. Got the inside line. Took it. That's his exit. Kept it off the grass. Had to lift a little bit though. It gives Andre another chance. But his outside line. But how will he be able to do this old switcheroo? He's trying it. No, he couldn't stop it. He couldn't get it stopped and turned enough to do the old switcheroo. So let's see if it stays like this. Oh, again Mika with that corner. He don't like that corner, Mika don't. He's always taking that wide line in. That's a corner you've got to get it slowed down enough to be able to turn in. But he's got enough distance on him. Brushing the barrier. Oh no! Shouldn't have skipped forward there. Something's happening. Okay, brakes. Braked much later, but he couldn't get it stopped. What's going on? Oh, very fair. Very, very fair from Andre there. Sideways into his competitor, into Mika, and then just let him go. Oh, but Mika's got that corner. Oh my goodness. See, this is why I like going back over it, because every battle on the track was really exciting. And then you got that, even that very last battle between the Germans at the end at 5 miles an hour. Sorry, 8 kph. We are an international channel here. Yes, turn 2 at Bathurst. That's a good one. That's a good one. So I'll never quite get that. I'm getting my braking done okay, but I can never quite get that corner. Maybe I'm getting as good as I can, I don't know, but it just feels like I should be able to exit it quicker. But if you push harder, you end up on the... I end up on the outside curve, on the exit, which spins me or something. It's all... it's just... different sets of tyres. The mediums are more worn. They've got the same amount of fuel, 2 different cars. A German and a Finn. In the last few laps of this race, this is what eDTM is all about. You don't need fake jeopardy, Mr. F1 people. You don't need to bring a safety car out to have real battles. You just need to understand racing. That's why I don't watch it anymore, because it's so damn boring. That's why I don't watch IndyCars, because you have no idea, you can't see a progression of racing skill. You know, it's like Enra doing that brilliant bit of tic-tacs, right? In an F1 race, they would have gone, oh no, that's no good, and they would have brought the safety car in to bunch the field up and cause racing again. That's not racing. I want to see an entire race of skill and tactics, whether it's from the teams or the drivers or both. And I want to be able to see it. I want to be able to actually see the skill, not have a close-up of somebody's arse while they're watching it on a screen. I don't want to see a close-up of a wheel or the inside of a wheel or the bloody floor. I want to see a wide enough shot to see things in context and have enough of a view of what's going on to be able to understand what's being done. But no, they can't give you that. No. They're too busy doing soap operas and Netflix Drive to be annoying. Oh! And that's where Diaco had another problem. Oh, that's not the cat problem. This is a new problem. What happened here? Diaco. No, this is the cat problem. Okay, this is the cat problem, but obviously, after he cat problemed... Yep, cat problem. Death by cat. So the cat... See, it wasn't just the cat jumped on him. The cat then attacked his face and tried to bite his arm off, by the looks of it, because he does this. We missed this before. Oh, this is excellent. Yes! Excellent. Anyway, back on board with these nutters. So I think this is sort of line astern. Mika's sort of got the legs on him now. And then... it uses a lot of fuel in a few laps, doesn't it? You'd turned your power right up, hadn't you? That's why. Yes, you turned your power right up. That's unfortunate. To try and stay ahead of Diaco. But Diaco was coming for you. Right, that makes sense. He's on a rage. What does it drive angry? Drive to be annoying, yeah. Just... So, this is Diaco driving angry. This is Diaco, you can imagine he's sat on his hog and he's doing a power slide around every bend. I can see that actually, I can actually see that. Dougie shared the race. Right, okay, as soon as I've finished this, which I've nearly finished because we've seen pretty much everybody doing stuff. We saw Matt cross the line. We watched Matt cross the line in the last 5 corners with no fuel, which was pretty awesome actually. So Diaco gets past him. Oh, that's... Oh, okay. So this, to put in context, the 8 kph overtake. Diaco gets past him, runs out of fuel going round that bend, which is why he hit the outside of it, to be repassed. Look at him weave. Let's watch it again. This is so special. He's trying to get his way. He's trying to get... Meanwhile, Matt somehow manages to coast half a track or a third of a track with no fuel. Let's watch him go over the line one last time, and then I'll. There you go, showing off. Excellent. That's really, really good. Okie dokie. Well, I'm gonna need to change the. Yes, cheeky likes. There's lots of cheeky people. Cheeky likes. Right. So what am I going to do now? I've got to find things. Bear with me. I hate this software. Discover. There we go. Disco over. No. Search. Oh, unless it's there. Oh, don't do that, you idiot. God. Replays. Fisherman. Where is it? eDTM series race for St Croix. No, that's what I just did. Pro. Round 4. St Croix. Oh, Dougie, man. That's... St Croix. That's just superb. I love you guys. You're all mad. You're all completely nuts. Right, while that's downloading, I'm going to go onto a wee. I'll be back in a second. Okie dokie, we're back. Glass of water after, so liquid left, and I have liquid to replace it. The other thing I'm going to do while we're here, wow, I forgot how slow PS4 is to load up. Yeah, well, never mind, it's still brilliant and I still love it. I am going to go, because apparently I have been invited to a party. So let's see. Which has millions of people in it. Diaco, Declan's in it, and an anonymous player. So, are you ready? Richie, I'm joining you now. You are live on channel 400. Hello. Power Maxi. Right, so you are live on channel 400, Rouge Racing Rambles. Swear as much as you like.
Are you live?
Live on the stream, and we're now doing the pro race.
307 miles an hour, 308 miles an hour.
Oh, you're in that. Do you want me to come off of this so until I finish streaming the pro race?
I'd always like if you can come off.
You did what?
What?
I'm only thinking because
Get out of the way, Jack. Get out of the way. You're too slow.
Because you're racing something else, and I'm
Whoa,
about
whoa,
to.
Whoa!
So that's
was geht denn hier? Also das Auto, das geht gar nicht.
What are you saying, Roo? Sorry. There's too much. We're in the corner right now.
Right, listen, I'm going to leave the party because I'm about to stream the pro race.
Why? Who's watching?
I've got 8 people watching.
All right. Hello,
Yeah.
8 people.
They asked for
Hello.
it. They asked for it. You got Mikey in here as well and everything.
Mikey.
Mikey Damo Vines.
He's
There's all
nothing but a
sorts.
bollocks. He's nothing but a bollocks. Leave him, man.
Mikey's a good guy. You leave him alone.
Them guys from Munster, they're not very happy.
Right, okay, I'm going to come off here so I can concentrate on being serious for 10 seconds and then I'll join you again after. Okay?
Jesus! Right, no worries.
Jesus! So, okay, I'll talk to you in a minute.
Ciao, see you in a bit.
Bye. Hold on, I've got to leave the party. How can I leave the... I've already joined that party, you stupid thing. Why is it saying join the party? I hate this stupid software.
It must be the future.
Just annoying. Right, what do I do now? Yes, party. Now leave
no
party.
pushing, Don, no pushing, no pushing. No
You
pushing.
leave the party to join a different.
Because it's no contact. That's the way we play.
What?
Ah.
Do you know?
Racing, I was just touching your bum.
On that note, you better end your stream, Roo.
I'm not ending the stream. I'm trying to find a way of leaving the party. There we go.
Leave the party.
No shit, Sherlock. Just leave the party. Fucking hell. Right. Okay. I was just loving it when Richie starts yelling at people on a track. It's great. No! Anyway. Okay, let's see who we got. Who we got? What we got here? Have I got the... Who's in this? Okay, we got Deck, the alien. We have Ewa, the Mad Finn. We have got Tewu, another Mad Finn. J.W. Pace, all the way from South Africa, with his Kranken Franken Wankenwagen. We've got GLR Mikey, some fella from Ireland, who apparently is not happy about something that Richie just said. Thank you, I'm very glad I make you laugh. You said I have a PS5 and a dumb phone. Then we've got Neil the Seal, all the way from Australia. GT3 Walkenhorst. Okay, Dougie, who's shared the croissant, St Croissant. It's just so good. John Lamotta, who's definitely not Italian. Right, okie dokie, let's have a look. Where are we going to go from? Now we've got it like this, we can actually choose who we're going to watch. Oh, hold on, I've got to do this stupid thing, haven't I? Why do you have to do that before it lets you just do it? Stupid bloody thing. Let's go from the back. Let's get my favourite position. Follow cam. And then we'll have a butcher's. Are we ready? Anytime now. That was a terrible start by Jack LaMotta. He just span the wheels up. But he looked like he was having fun. Not a great start by Doug. We've got round the first corner nice and clean. Right, let's go back and actually look at this from the from further up. So we're on board with Neil the Seal. This group got away. Oh, decent start by Mikey. Slightly slower start by Neil the Seal. Oh, Ewa. Not a great start by Ewa. JW Pace getting all South African on everybody and going past. I don't know whether that is getting all South African. Oh, Ewa and Mikey. Bit close. The squeeze. Compromise Mikey's entrance into there. So this is the pro, so we should... Oh, Mikey on the grass, cutting the grass. We should. It's very clean though. Everyone's... so what we've got? So the alien is in the lead and pulling away a bit. Followed by Tewu. Now, we've already been told the result of who wins. It may be somebody finish. JW Pace, just to spoil it properly to everybody. In third, then we Juha, the other Mad Finn. Anyone from Finland, by definition, is mad. We know that. Oh, what's Deck doing there? His alien tendencies not working. Mikey, what's Mikey just did? Was that a little tap by Mikey? Let's have a look. Has he got it all Irish on his arse? Ash, feck, drink. No, he didn't. I take it all back. I apologise profusely, Mikey. Right, Jack LaMotta, who after a terrible start. Oh, I'll tell you what. Because we can. We're going to watch Jack LaMotta, after his terrible start, make his way up through the field a bit. I love the fact that I can do this because it's a thingy. Replay. So his terrible start, which we will say is not a terrible start, it was a start with lots of patience, gave him a good exit to corner one. That's not how you take that though, because the grass, it's quite impressive that it still had so much grip considering it was on the grass. And then, on the grass. Difficult corner this. Using all the track and more, and then trying to get drift points. Lots of drift points. That's where Neil the Seal getting close and personal with the Armco. Difficult there. But he's not being reeled in so much. So what happens here? Overcooks it. Yes, let's go back a little bit and watch Neil the Seal overcook it. Boom! Gonna need some body work done on that. Go Teu, go! I wonder why you're saying that, Teu 82. No, that BMW did not want to stop. Just didn't. So, he's now at the back. Doug's next. Jack LaMotta still trying to rearrange his bodywork and paint, as are a few other people. There seems to be a lot more Porsches in this one. Nice shiny Aston Martin with a Mikey in it. Oh, Hugh, what are you doing? You can't call... Who do you think you are, Max Verstappen? You can't just like... Oh, no, you're not coming past me there, mate. Okay, not much happening in behind so far, unless something really interesting happens. Let's keep an eye on this little group. The little group. Now, for anybody watching who has read, or just joining us, who has read the title of the Pro-Am, this is the pro race. Sometimes we don't get people to stream the pro race, and I kindly sit in because people ask me to, and they're all lovely, and I can't say no. So, I've had my wee break. Good game. So it's very close and competitive. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, hold on a minute. Right, I'm going to have to go back. Okay. I need to go back, say to there. Oh, Teu, what a fantastic overtake. And JW pace, that was... Okay, I want to find out why they had such overspeed on you. Let's do our favourite onboard shot. Keep an eye on the throttle and the brakes. He didn't lift. Oh, that was a sort of... Was there contact? Was there contact? Got the inside line. No contact at all. It was just he had an overspeed on him. He compromised his line, which allowed JW Pace to get past as well, who's got the inside line there. But excellent and clean speed through the corner for Teu. Ewer, seeing his fellow countryman take the lead, has thought, I can do that, and he's having a go too. Meanwhile, the proud Irishman, Deck, not his real name, but he likes Deck. So where's Ant? Ant's usually in the chat. He's in Birmingham. Anyway, we could have Ant and Deck, but why would we? Frankly. So we have Deck, the alien, going from first to third. Meanwhile, let's go on board with Deck. It's all up. Look at this. Mikey, you've got a bit of a gap. Teu's doing a bit of that. Oh, Jay overcooked it there. Deck, a lot tidier. He's very close behind, but everyone's close behind everyone. It's all happening. Oh, you were trying to be cheeky, going up the inside. But that's not that kind of corner. Teu's well out of this. He's got a bit of a gap, and that's, probably very glad of it. We have some of our lovely friends behind. I'm not going to go to them yet because lots could happen in this little bit. This little group, this jumpy bumpy. Oh, JW Pace totally overcooked that. Let's go back and see what happened to him. 151. He couldn't stop. I think he just very kindly let everybody go past. Did a cat jump on him and attack his face? Oh, I'm lovely. Yes, you are, Chrissy. You are lovely. We all know that. At least the people you pay. So JWO pace. See, it can all change in one corner. Let's have a look at these lap times. Oh, I haven't done enough laps yet. Okay. Yeah, they're all much of a muchness. So we have a fighting group now. If Jay can stop ending up on the grass like that. I mean, maybe there's been a drought in South Africa, and therefore he's thinking, oh look, grass. I've not seen any of that for ages. There's not enough. Oh, we keep talking about that dip. Cars don't like that dip. Oh, they're probably fine if you're doing 50 mile an hour, but they're no good. That's about 80 kph for anybody. But they don't like it when you're full throttle and you've got an engine in the back, like you have in that one, a V10. Whoa. Scorpion! Welcome, you did a great job there, really good. Wonderful watching your battle with Andre. You on the softs, him on the medium. We gave a long, if you want to rewind a bit and watch the last bit of it, that's basically you two having a fight. On the replay. Let's see what's going on. So let's watch everyone go around this corner. So there's a bit line astern there. So we have 282 from the lovely Finland. So fast because every road is either gravel or snow and ice, and you've got to avoid pine trees, giant midges, and elk and reindeer. That may be completely wrong. That's the stereotype, so I'm sticking with it. I like Finland. Showing some sisu. Second, popped ahead while I was too busy talking and noticing, is Ewa. So we've got Finland 1 and 2, but just behind him is a train of people that want to take that place away. One of those people is the alien. Deck, qualified in first place. Does not want to be in third. Doesn't want his car to do that either. Lovely bit of oversteer. Again, lots of weight. Oh, Mikey. He's in fourth in his Aston Martin, and we know Mikey well, and Mikey doesn't want to be in fourth. Mikey's one of these people that it doesn't really matter where he qualifies. He's going to be at the front whether you like it or not. Deck, overdriving, because he's young, he's only little, bless him. Young people today, overdriving with their massive V10, and that dip caught him out. I can see all that weight in the back of that big V10 in the middle back. Too much weight out the back. Full throttle down a dip while turning, it's not going to like it. But he kept it, you know, all he did was take half the paint off the side and make his car a bit narrower. JW Pace is he's in touch, but not very far behind him. You got Doug, and very, very close to Doug. We don't want to leave these people out. You've got Neil the Seal, and nowhere near Neil the Seal. You've got Jack LaMotta, but he's doing a fantastic job, and we like that. We like tenacity. Marvellous. Right, we can have a look at these lap times now. So, 209 and a 208.8, that's pretty good. Neil the Seal, 210, 210. So, Jack LaMotta should be catching him up. Another 210s for Dougie Doug. Oh, not when he does that though. Oh, so this is why you never give up, because even though he's something must have happened to Jack. Actually, while we're here, something has happened to Jack, because he was right with everyone. Let's just go back quickly. He's been in the pits. That's what's happened to Jack. He's been in the pits and he's on softs. Right. That's what's happened here. So we need to go back on board with Doug to find out where he crashes, so we know back where we were. Too much speed, you can't turn, it doesn't want to. That's not good. That's not good at all. Collects himself, shakes it off, and he's off again. So, Neil the Seal, 210, 210. JW pace, 212. It says he pitted, but I don't believe that, because I was watching him and he didn't. Stupid program. Oh, he really doesn't like that side of his car, does he? Really doesn't. But 209.5, fast pace. And here we go. This is with the nut jobs at the front, towards the front. All fighting each other. Oh, yeah. 210, 29. A low 210 and a low 29. Excellent. What we're looking at here. What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten? For me, it's crocodile. Damo. I had moose pizza. Say moose and you're closer. Yeah, fair enough. I couldn't remember. I know they're very similar. What's the one in Canada that looks like a moose? Is it a moose? Once I ate a raw seal's eyeball for a bet. Yeah, I don't make bets like that. Blech. Raw? I bet it popped. So, the battle for second place. The battle's behind this gentleman here who is charging off with times like 208.8, 208.6 and a 208.9. These guys who are super fast, they're all 209s. And in the Pro-Am there was some that could do 209s. Most did 210s. But Ewer, Deck and Mikey are having what is known in the business as a ding-dong battle. Meanwhile, JW Pace is having what's known as a bish-bash battle with some of the barriers. Still fast, 209.5. He just needs to slow down because he's not in his Krankenwagen. Krankenwagen. Doesn't need to get anyone to hospital. So, what we've got, I had it with a salad garnish and ketchup and a bucket at the ready. I'm not surprised. It's like if you've watched Long Way Round with Ewan McGregor and Charlie Borman, and they're in a yurt in I think it's in Mongolia, in the grasslands, and yeah, they fed them sheep's balls and sheep's eyeballs. Elk is like a deer, only a bit bigger. Moose is the biggest one of the deer family. Yes, but there's something like a moose in Canada, which may be a moose. It's only because my brains. Matt, seal's eyeball. What? I think you missed a few exclamation marks out there, mate. It's the moose. Is it the elk test or the moose test that the A class kept failing? Anyway, it's one of the reasons why I love Saabs. Because not only, the thing about older Saabs is that not only could they survive hitting a moose, they could avoid it in the first place, whereas the Volvos, the only crash I've ever had was in a Volvo because its chassis was, let's see, I believe the technical term is shite. Great brakes, strong car. When I hit the two dry stone walls, I was very safe, but in any other car, including a Vauxhall Nova, that's an Opel Corsa, I think, in those days, I never would have hit it. Anything, because the Volvo 360 GLEI just would not go around the bend. Look at these guys. Mikey's got a head of deck. It's Ireland versus Ireland, who accidentally got the wrong flag. Conger eel. Yes, I know what the conger eel is. Remember a film once where a guy had his head bit off by a conger eel in the film. Good film though. They got a hell of a powerful bite. I've had half a sheep's head once. Rich is called Smalahove in Norwegian. I'm glad you mean which is called. ditch. Is that dick as in penis? Yeah, Matt, I shot the smallest seal I could find. For the dog's not the bet. So, do you imagine that bet? Okay, double or nothing. If you can shoot a seal and eat its eye, you know, that would be like... No, 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 no. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of a gap. Meanwhile, so Ewan and Mikey are in the pits. Putting Deck back in front in his massive V10 Batmobile. Everyone's coming in the pits. Neil the Seal's in the pits. Let's see, does Dougie come into the pits? We are 6 laps. Yes, Dougie's coming into the pits, doing that dive into the pits. Is, come on, Jack LaMotta going to come into the pits? He's cutting the grass. Jack LaMotta, stop cutting the grass. No, he's not going to come into the pits because he's already been in the pits. So, let's see what's going on here. Let's have a look. I'm just going to check. Okay, so he's been on fuel saving. Because Deck, as you can see, is nearly out of the fuel. Everybody else has fueled up and gone onto the softs. Ooh, Jack LaMotta. He's already on the softs. They're getting a bit warm, but he's been fuel saving because he's got a third of a tank of fuel left. But what this... Oh, not if he does that. That's what happens when you end up on the grass. Grass is bad for grip. Something, yeah, this is standard. The inability to sort of be able to get the right way again is what Gran Turismo does to you. It's evil. Oh, wait a minute. I wondered for a moment, because it was taking so long, whether he was having trouble with his internet or equipment. Oh, that's gutting. He was shaking the dice. Stupid dyslexia. I meant dish. Ah, fair enough. Don't worry about dyslexia. Can you imagine what because I live in Wales, there's lots of jokes about dyslexic Welsh people. Because everyone in England, because many people in England don't understand that other languages in the world aren't English. So like Welsh, which is a very ancient language, very Celtic language, has lots of vowels, it's just they're not the same letters as in English. So W is a vowel, Y is a vowel. So when they read the Welsh place names, they go, there's no vowels. And I go, look, I'm English, I don't speak Welsh, but I understand the principle of language. Dead easy, Welsh. It's phonetic. Right, so. Deck is in the pits. Let's see if Teu will be charging past and where Deck comes out. Second. Mikey's within spitting distance. Oh, but he's being challenged by Ewer because it's all on. Deck comes out just ahead of them. So did it pay off? Was he ahead of them before, or is it just kind of like equalised? They will have had an extra lap on soft tyres. Interesting concept. Mikey settling himself down, ready to pounce. JW pace. Having fun in his Audi V10 all aluminium racing car. Oh, twitchy, lots of twitchy. Now, for those that don't know, doubt if it would work though. Which bit? Jackie's going for a relative no stop. That's what you're talking about. Excellent. Jalk, that's a good name. That'd be like... I have to remember, if I ever write a story where you've got to invent interesting fantasy names, I'll use Jalk. And I'll you know, I'll mention Damo said this. That's where I got it from. You won't get any money though, because no one's going to buy it. But, you know, thoughts there. Dougie. What's Dougie done? A lonely race. Well, that's what happens when you hit a bridge. You know, poor bridge. He's sat there looking at you going, what do I do? All I'm doing is helping you get you across this big gap, which may or may not have a river in it. Has it got a riv in it? I don't know. It's all happening here. What a seats to watch it from. Ewer's got a head of deck. Mikey's letting them kill each other and he's going to pounce in the last lap. Not, you know, why destroy yourself in the process? Let's see if Jack's still okay. Yeah, still going. Hopefully avoiding the grass. Oh, Dougie. Doug. He's trying to find that croissant. He's going to put cream and jam on it. Oh! That corner doesn't like people. It's not a nice corner. Neil the Seal. There's lots of BMWs in this one. Mew, and Audis. And Lambos. Let's just have a quick look at the race leader in his Porsche Beetle. Doing a great job. So look at his lap times. He's actually going slower now than he was on the medium tyres. Maybe he's just saving the fuel. Ewer, now he's sort of like got a tiny bit of a gap over deck. That's what the slower times are for. It's because you're fighting with someone. Oh, there he goes. He's using what I like to call beard power. Because he's got that beard, at least in the photograph I've seen. That's good. Not hitting anything. That's a plan. Just a black hole into a pit. Yes. Well, in that case, is it the bridge of Khazad-dûm? And by the way, no, not from the film. Because the films are crap. I must be one of the only people on the planet that dares to say in public that I hate those crappy Jackson films. I love New Zealand. I've got relatives in New Zealand, but honestly, they need to chuck Peter Jackson out of it and refuse to allow him to come back. What are those two nutters doing, pushing so hard, hitting walls? Hello, Kobe typing. Have you started your new race team? Kobe Kai Racing. The martial artists of sim racing. Did you have a nice Taco Bell? Was it nice? What kind of Taco Bell did you have? Did you get my message that Anna Kendrick's favourite takeaway food is Taco Bell? That's good. Right. It's all happening here. This is the only battle going on. There are other battles, but they're battles with grip and speed. Oh, it's coming in. He's out of fuel. We'll go back to him in a second and find out what tyres is on. Ooh, twitchy twitch. It's all twitching. Ah, it's a big river. Look, you can see the water. So that's not the bridge of Khazad-dûm. Khazad-dûm, yeah. The H aspirates. I even understand the languages of Middle Earth. Watching a fascinating video about the legend of Atlantis and the sort of genetics of parts of countries that border the Atlantic Ocean, where the Atlantis was meant to be, and the fact that in the last ice age, with the predicted sea level, there was an island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, which, when the ice melted, is covered again on the mid-Atlantic ridge. And so the theory is that's where the myth of Atlantis, or the story of Atlantis, comes from, because all the genetics that they have measured, recorded, they're all related, and you get people are the Aryan race, the people that are sort of tall, light-haired, blue eyes, are all places that would be reachable from this island if they were a seafaring nation. And you know, this is why you get people like the Berbers, the Moors, who were blue-eyed, tall, some of them red-headed, Celts, Gales, Your Scandinavians, those nutters. Good old Vikings, we like a few Vikings, innit? Yeah, stuff like that. People like Egyptians, who, and there's a lot of people that have got a tradition of mummifying the dead, and they have blue eyes and are tall, some of them with red hair. And the people on the Canary Islands, the indigenous people of the Canary Islands, they have mummies, and they have red hair. Stuff like this. So, but also you get the Incas who have pyramids and this kind of stuff. It was quite interesting. And then I'd suddenly realised, because I've read The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit 65 times each since I was 10 years old. Not read them for a few years because I kind of know what goes on. I just every few years I'll read them again, just because I really like the books. Really like the books. Hate the films. And of course I've read the Silmarillion about 5 times. And you got the island of Numenor, and it suddenly clicked. Tolkien must have known, because these myths, a lot of these myths are from writings by Plato and stuff like this. And he must, because he was actually effectively an expert in Old English and Norse mythology. He was one of the earliest people to translate Beowulf and stuff like this, and Sir Gawain and the Green Knight and all these things from Old English. He must have been aware of the mythology and of the Mediterranean and Plato and all this kind of stuff. And it's just so obvious that he nicked the whole idea of the island of Numenor with the people of Westerness, you know, like Aragorn, son of Arathorn, and all this kind of stuff. The half-elven people that were nobler and had special abilities and lived on an island and were super powerful. And I was just like, bloody hell, it's Numenor. Because a lot of his other ideas were taken from other mythologies. So I just thought it was very interesting. Of course, if Peter Jackson had tried to make a film about it, or Amazon, they would have screwed it up completely. Like they did everything else. Stupid people. Ant keeps telling me I need to do a rant on my Ruse Rant channel. Sorry for that quick leaving. Richie invited me. Yes, he's there, bashing into people. Much more fun than Bathurst. The Wawa, that's what you said. Burrito and a taco. Tasty, very tasty. I've not actually eaten yet today. I've not felt like it. Weird. Anyway, what we're doing here. So, we've missed Mikey overtaking. I was too busy talking. When did that happen? Yes. Though, part of this... Yeah, part of the video was talking about the origins of the human race. So the idea was that this particular group of people were not... You see, the theory that everybody comes from Africa is only a theory, and it's one of the theories. It's the one a lot of people talk about and say is happening, but you know, you get things like the Denisovans and Neanderthals, and there's about 5 other different ones that they've now got evidence of, peoples who are all loosely in the order of hominins, and there is lots of proof now that they're interbred. I mean, we know that Neanderthal DNA is in Homo sapiens, but a lot of the sort of differences of different peoples on the earth, you know, like East Asians and all that kind of stuff, Aboriginals in Australia, and you know, all the different sort of, I'll loosely say races if you want to pick another word, come from the interbreeding That's what this theory was talking about, that some came from Africa and then interbred with others that didn't. So this idea, part of this sort of thing, of this mythology thing, was that the Atlanteans were a separate group that then interbred with people, you know, that could be accessed from the sea, from the island, from the Atlantic, which caused similarities in them, like the blue eyes and the red hair and all that kind of stuff. So that was part of the theory of that. So yes, but not to actually be on Atlantis. Strongest evidence still for an African origin or hominins, though. The problem is a lot of the evidence that's come to light has only come to light in the past 10 years. So I think there's still a lot left to learn. I tend not to sort of worry about it too much, because at the end of the day, we are what we are. You know, a lot of people like go, oh no, this is what happened and this is why, and it's like, I go like, well, it's very interesting, and I am interested, but at the end of the day, I need to buy electricity this month, and my bill's gone up by 60%. That all comes out of my food budget, which is why I can't go to the British touring cars, because I ain't got no money. But see, cats sitting on you is normal. It's because you belong to them. Everybody knows that. Literally, I mean, I'm a cat, I speak cat, and if I came and sat on you, I probably wouldn't, I'd squash you, but if I came and sat on you, that was because I own you. Because I own everything, because I'm a cat. Duh. Why do cats own everything? Because they do. Duh. End of. That's it. So, it looks like the Finns are walking away with this. We are on lap 14. We are right near the end. Look at that time. 2:07.2. What the hell? Fastest lap and some. What is going on here? Then you've got this madman. Look at these 2:07s. Lots of 2:07s. Super fast. And it's got a little bit more fuel than Mikey 2:08s. Look how consistent that is, though, and getting faster. If he had another lap, it's on the final lap. If he had, oh, he's a bit low on fuel though. Ooh, what's going to happen now? Just about everybody ran out of fuel in the Pro-Am race. Not everybody, but a large proportion. It was hilarious. We had the slowest racing finish between the two mad Germans of Andre and Dirk Dijkebub, where Dirk ran out of fuel there, right there. He'd just overtaken Andre, and because Dirk ran out of fuel there, he sort of hold on, he coasted over the line a little bit slower than Andre, so Andre re-overtook him, but at like 8 kph. Oh, it's hilarious. That's why I said the stronger evidence. Someone could absolutely. That's what the scientific process is. I know the scientific process very well. I've been one for 32 years now. Hold on. As a postgraduate, 31 years. So, that was excellent. So we have. I suppose we better finish. Watch Neil Seal come over. 2:07s, Jade Road pace showing 2:08.2. Lots of 2:08s in there. Honestly, if Jay could get a bit more consistent, he'd have been right up there. Uh-oh. Okay, that's okay. He's run out of fuel after he went over the line. That was lucky. Doug showing off. Oh, what's that radiator? Jack LaMotta. Let's watch Jack LaMotta go. I like to make sure everybody gets there. Going over the line. He rolled the dice. Didn't quite pay off, but still, valiant effort. Valiant effort. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Kippis. Ah, Kippis. Yes, that definitely should go. I'll let someone else. I don't do Idiot of the Week anymore. We used to do it on the Hugh Hatrick show, the car sim and race driver show. I invented the Idiot of the Week independently, and then Thingy, who does the Idiot of the Week and is famous for it, that was on Hugh's show, interviewed. He did it, so I don't mind. I don't mind. He does a better job of it than I did. Right, everybody. Is there anything in there you want to see? Do you want to see Deck getting overtaken by Mikey? Because I completely missed that because I was too busy just wibbling along. Wibble, wibble. Yes, no. Kippis. Great racing from all races tonight. Pro, Pro-Am and Am. I've not seen the Am one yet. I will be putting the other streams links into that thing called the description. Couldn't think of the word. So, hello Richie. Have you finished doing your thing? We've just finished the pro race, and that's it now. And I'm going to say goodnight to everybody and thank everybody. What a fantastic job of racing everybody has done in both of the lobbies that I have been privileged to commentate on tonight. And I will see you all tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Richie, Diaco, Vinesy, Matt, I think Matt is, I'm not sure. And probably some other people are doing the Department of Work and Pension, the Done with Precision Racing for people that are done with precision at Bathurst. There will be a sprint race. We have qualifying, a sprint race, and then a half-hour full race, which should be insane. So, thank you very much. Oh yes, the boss. Thank you very much, Damo. I appreciate it very much. I hope that you guys, if anybody has any respectful and genuine suggestions on how I could improve the show, I try to show you what I can, and I try, just try to have a bit of a laugh with it, with everybody. No, that's it. I'm going to go. Right. Good night, good evening, goodbye.